Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce, and it's time for a little NBA basketball. Thursday Hoops. It's Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets going up against Kobe Bryant and the LA Lakers. And out we go to La La Land. Let's get to Kevin Harlan for today's broadcast.
Hello, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Joined this Thursday afternoon by Doris Burke. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Courtesy of State Farm, here's the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. Kmart and Nene are inside. And it's Gallinari in at the three. And for the Lakers, Kobe and Artest are the wingmen. Howe and Bynum filling up the middle. And it's Fisher in at the point. Now here is Martin. Lawson outside. Nene. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Nene's got the game going here with the first basket for the Nuggets.
You know, and the question for the Nuggets now, without a singular star player, is can they continue to win that way? The conventional wisdom throughout the league is that you need two stars, maybe a third, to be a great team. But this Nuggets team has a lot of good players and tremendous depth.
Here's Smith following the basket by Kobe Bryant. And the shot is good.
I love how relentless he is. I mean, he just continues to come at you all night.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with George Karl for just a few moments. His team knows how to do the dirty work, and that's what he says he's going to rely on to carry them through this game. All the extra possessions they can get from crashing the boards makes a difference for them on the offensive end. Let's see if they can keep that pace up here, Kevin.
Thanks for that, Doris. Rebounding certainly the key topic now.
Kevin, you know that, and we've seen so many games, big games, won and lost on the backboard. You have to rebound both boards.
Good thought there, Clark. Going back to the Nuggets' depth. Can you do it, Steve, by committee, or do they need to make some moves to try to bring in a bigger name?
Well, I don't know if bigger name means anything, but you need a guy who can score in crunch time against great defense. Like Carmelo used to. You can do it by committee during the regular season. In the playoffs, though, it gets very different.
Martin kicks to Lawson. Good luck. And again, it's Denver.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Artest the pass to Fisher. Backing down is Bryant. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Kobe's got 8.
What a fantastic shooting display. He's finding the net every time this quarter.
Martin with a screen on Artest. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. On Artest.
With a flourish. I mean, his finishing skills are unreal.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen when he's moving hard to the hoop like that.
Well, it's still fun to watch. Even if you know it's coming, you just can't wait to see it happen and unfold in front of you.
And the Lakers making a change here. Barnes is checked in.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in this battle against cancer. Oh! Now that's just rubbing it in, fella.
Throwing it down with Stein.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Here's Kobe. 8 points for him.
know, it took a while, but it's nice to see those knees of Kenyon Martin start to get closer to full strength as he continues to make a solid contribution to his team.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the three by the Lakers, and stolen by Fisher. Ball going up court. Takes it up for the step. It's all knotted up.
Excellent teamwork to set up that hoop, Kevin. A sweet dime there.
Back to Kmart, Clark. He had knee problems too, so you can appreciate what this guy has gone through. Hard to think he'll be the explosive player he was, but he is a smart defender, always has been. Veteran. Steve, a lot to offer.
Oh, defensively, I mean, Kenyon Martin's as good as it gets, Kevin, because this is a guy who can guard multiple positions. He's got incredibly quick feet, and he takes pride in it. I mean, he just wants the challenge of guarding the opponent's best player.
You know, guys, he's always looking for that open three. I mean, that's his strength, and sometimes the best time to get the three is in transition.
To stop the run. Good on the jump shot. Here's Kobe. He's got 11. Now Smith defending. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the Lakers with some changes. Theo Ratliff, who's just checked in for Bynum. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Denver also making some changes. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Here's Kobe. Now Smith defending. He dishes it to Ratliff. It's tipped. Taken away by Nene.
Well, he was being overly optimistic there, thinking you could make that pass.
Backing down is Chandler. There's the dish to Nene. Kobe with the steal.
Tried to thread the needle there. It wasn't there.
Gasol against Nene. Myers from 14. That's good. Gasol's got his first 2 points.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Fires the three. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Martin. Chandler's got his first 3 points of the game. Kobe dishes to Gasol. Launches it. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Now, here is Miller, guarded by Blake. Miller kicks to Chandler. There's the triple. Gets it to go. Chandler's got 6 points.
It's been all about ball movement here. Great passing.
Yeah, anytime you've got an unselfish team, the ball will find the open player.
And that one's good.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Tipped away. Kobe with the steal. Good look. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the officials do need to look at the replay. You know, the basket may count after all. We'll see. No guarantees this outcome is going to remain the same.
That shot absolutely had to be reviewed. It's going to have a major impact on this game. To the naked eye, that was a very tough decision.
Man, you'd love for the replay to be definitive, but wow, even in slow motion, it's hard to tell if that one should count.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket. It is so important in these games that you just got to make sure you get it right at the end.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4.
Well, I'll tell you what, I like what I've seen from this club defensively. They're forcing a lot of turnovers with their quick hands and ability to play the passing lanes.
Well, you talk about quick hands, but I think it's the mindset of being aggressive and then obviously being active with the hands, tracing that ball so you can come up with deflections that may lead to steals.
More great action when we return. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Here's Blake.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Lawson and Afflalo are the backcourt. Chris Anderson out there with Martin, and it's Chandler in at the small forward. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Well, going back to the Lakers, and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, Ron Artest certainly can be eccentric. In Indiana, he asked for a month off in the middle of the season to pursue his musical career. He says that when he retires, he wants to be a boxer, an NFL tight end, or a head coach in the NBA. He said, I know I'm going to probably get knocked out of boxing. I might break an elbow playing football, but without pain, there's no pleasure. Without failing, there's no success. I'm a perfectionist who's not perfect. I always follow my plan 100%, even if I know I'm going to fail. Guys, quite a character.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, he keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. And I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I'd never want to step into a boxing ring against him. What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him, bring help, and make him move the ball. One of the things you like about Wilson Chandler, Kevin, he's a gamer. I mean, prior to last season, nose surgery, sports hernia surgery, ankle surgery. He comes back, doesn't miss a beat, and never complains.
Anderson passes to Lawson. Guarded by Blake. Ratliff sends it back. Lakers leading by 7. Smith dishes to Ratliff. Barnes against Chandler. Chandler against Barnes. The fadeaway. And again, it's the Lakers. Clark, you might remember last season, Wilson Chandler took an elbow to the chops from David Lee. He's a former teammate. Steve, I think he lost a couple teeth.
I think he did. He just kind of spat him out on the scorer's bench and kept playing. And remember, the scary part about that was David Lee actually got an infection in his arm from those teeth. And that was very scary. And Lee was out for a couple of weeks. Fortunately, the doctors were able to control that infection and get him back out onto the floor.
Back to Lawson. For the 3, and again Denver with the triple.
He had no luck from the three-point line earlier, so maybe this one will give him some momentum.
And Barnes backs in. Jams it with authority.
Nothing fancy for him on that jam. Just a textbook flush.
Clarkie put it away without a moment's hesitation. The Nuggets trail by 8. And here's Lawson. He has 7. The 3 from Afflalo. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 5 assists in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Boy, I tell you, the Lakers are always tough on their home court. I mean, visiting teams can get a little starstruck, too. I mean, all kinds of celebrities hanging out in the crowd. Just as many famous people watching as actually playing in the game when you go play the Lakers.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Denver also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler. deflects the pass. Lawson outside. Afflalo with it. He kicks it to Nene. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead. Start going back to that Lakers home record, 30-11. Last season, tied for the 5th best home record in the league. And Kobe throws it down. A replay here, the Sprite Slam Cam showing us how it's done.
Well, that's a dunk you will not see very often. You won't pass that one by.
No doubt about that.
I wish he would, though. You can never see too many of those. Kobe Bryant now in his 16th season in what has been one of the great careers in NBA history. He's battling age now, but still a very, very productive player.
Lawson against Fisher. Line up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Derek Fisher. And Steve, you know, for Kobe Bryant, as you said, battling age. He's 33 right now going into this season. Wear and tear, a part of the game. He's played so many minutes. Preseason, regular season, all those playoffs, Clark. He said his kneecap is almost bone on bone. He's got an arthritic right index finger on his shooting hand. He continues on. The guy's tough.
Yeah, the battle scars of a long, successful career. And he takes pride in that, but he also recognizes the reality of it. And most of the time, you don't find out about those health issues. That's, again, a part of his desire to... Once he gets between the lines, to focus 100% on the task at hand, not wanting to make excuses. And with his talent and his resume, he never needs to.
Nope, you're exactly right.
And those points are made possible by that perfect entry pass.
Here's Lawson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Lawson's got 11.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Here's Artest, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
Getting out in transition, guys. They're coming fast and furious.
They've got the deep gasping for breath here with 7 straight fast break points now, Steve.
Here's Nene, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And that concludes the first half. Lakers lead by 7.
And it's been a great game out in Los Angeles. Thanks for joining us for the HP Halftime Report. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Denver. They've been making smart passes, protecting their possessions. Fundamental basketball is a beautiful thing to watch. Kobe's tearing it up against the Nuggets. He's already notched 18 points. He's been getting after it on defense as well. No let up on either end of the court. And the Nuggets, they're putting up a fight. I don't think you see field goal percentages this high in layup lines. They've been simply outstanding tonight. A tremendous first half for Ty Lawson. At the break, 11 points, and he's stacking up the assists too, keeping the defense off balance with his passing. A couple guys right here you want to lead the charge for the teams as we move on to the second half. That's it for us here in the studio. We thank you for joining. Now, we'll send you back to the second half action.
And we return to the Staples Center. There you see it here in downtown LA. Welcome back, everyone. Here's Kobe. Artest, Gasol, and Bynum are the front court. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt. That's the Laker 5. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Well, the case for the Nuggets the last 8 years has been they've been a playoff presence. I mean, they've only gotten out of the first round once back in 2009 when they made the conference finals. Last season, no different as they get knocked out again in the first round by a tough under team.
Well, the defense wasn't bad, but I think they've got to tighten up on it.
The Nuggets trail by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, as you know, George Karl loves to give his players freedom, and he wants all of his players to be aggressive on offense, even backup centers and role players. He feels that it helps spread the floor and makes everyone a threat you have to guard. The way we play basketball, we want everybody to be attacking, reading and trying to attack. I don't think you can have a player out there that can't be aggressive. Kevin, guys love to play in that kind of system.
Doris, thank you. An aggressive offense is something we've come to expect from Coach Carl.
And, you know, when you have guys always looking to score, it makes life a lot harder on the defensive end for opponents. This is a team that really attacks as a unit.
And stolen by Fisher. Now Smith defending. Kobe gets to Gasol. Lets the three fly. And Artest gets it to go on the assist by Gasol. 6 points for Ron Artest. For the Nuggets making the playoffs year after year, but you know, Steve, not getting deep in the playoffs. That's got to be frustrating.
Well, they did make the Western Conference Finals back in 2009, but otherwise it's been a tough spell in the postseason for Denver. But this is a team that has a lot of talent. They've got some upside, some flexibility, some young talent. It's going to be an interesting team to watch the next several years.
Obvious miscommunication between teammates that time.
Here's Kobe. It's a 10-point game. Working on Smith. And Kobe throws it down.
A true power dunk, Kev. I thought he might squeeze the air out of the ball on that one.
Well, when he gets it near the basket. You know where he's headed.
And he's going fast and with force.
That was a nice replay brought to you by the Sprite Slam Camp.
Kobe Bryant is one of those select few first-name basis superstars in the NBA. Larry, Michael, and of course Kobe, Magic. These guys are famous by one name only. Seems like that finger roll just comes naturally to him. Great touch.
Here's Lawson. He's got 11. There's Gallinari with the three. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Gallinari's got 6. And Steve, you know, Kobe, of course, the man in the entertainment capital of Los Angeles. He's taken the attention in stride. I think he feeds off it a little bit. You know, it's you have a special psyche to play in that kind of environment.
Yeah, he's handled it really well. I mean, for a guy who's spent so much time in the public eye, it seems as though he's always been motivated more by winning than the adoration. And I think that's why he has such great respect from his teammates, and another reason why the Lakers have been so successful since he's been there.
Picked up by Nene, and Kobe throws it down home.
Well, they haven't had to ask him to do too much, but he's doing whatever's needed out there.
Fisher against Russell. And there's the feed to Gallinari. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Denver.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
You know, looking at the Nuggets, guys, you know, as a road team last season, right middle of the pack at 17 and 24, but their tough play at home really is what set them apart.
A different look for Denver. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin, and Andre Miller has subbed in for Ty Lawson. The free throw drops for Kobe. Now, Clark, what's interesting is you look at the stats last season for the Nuggets. They scored 9 more points per game at home than they did on average on the road.
Interesting.
Well, Denver has always built its team around speed, trying to take advantage of that altitude in Denver. And so when they force turnovers and get out in the open floor and the other team's huffing and puffing, they're awfully tough to beat. How skilled is Pau Gasol? Not only is he 7 feet, but he's mobile, got long arms, big hands, great ability to score. inside and can also step away and knock down a 17-footer.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Theo Ratliff, he's just checked in for Bynum. Barnes comes in for Ron Artest. Johnson, he's checked in for Kobe. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher. Joe Smith, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. So here's Gallinari. He has 6. Miller outside. Kicks to Harrington. Covered by Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. A finger roll finish at the bucket. Gallinari's got 5 points in the quarter. When you talk about Pau Gasol offensive, he's also a very creative finisher, I think, too, around the basket.
Huge hands. He can palm the ball off the dribble. He can go up one-handed. He's got great length. He can get the ball above defenders where they can't get to it.
Here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. Gallinari covering. Not loose. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Barnes. Gallinari covering. Shot clock at 6. Jumps up, and he converts the layup. Barnes has got 15.
Boy, you can't just let a team run amok on you inside the paint like that. You got to show some fight and some force.
It's one of my favorite words, Clark, amok. They are running amok. It's time for them to start playing harder defensively.
And Nene with the basket on the assist by Smith. 8 points for Nene.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Chris Anderson is checked in for Nene. Martin comes in for Al Harrington. And it's Lawson in for Andre Miller. From 20 feet out, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 20. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. You look at... So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Sprite Spark Report. Doris?
Hey guys, maybe no surprise, our spark of the game, Matt Barnes. He's turned in a wonderful performance off the bench, and you have to wonder if their lead would be this big without his great play in this one, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thank you. What a game it's been for him up to this point, Clark.
Kevin, he has been absolutely outstanding. I mean, we may not have been expecting him to play this kind of role, but he certainly has put his impact on this game.
Yeah, he sure has, Clark. A huge factor off the bench.
So on the floor for Denver, Kmart and Nene are inside. Lawson and Aflalo are the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the 3 spot.
It's been their game. They've owned it and still wreaking a little havoc with their D.
Blocked. Lakers leading by 17. Deflected. And here's Kobe from the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And I think defensively, you've got to commit a second defender because he's just destroying you right now.
Yeah, 1-on-1 has been handled.
Here's Nene.
Well, in the second half, we've seen them get caught napping a few too many times. I mean, those miscues are starting to add up.
Outside, Kobe. Blake passes to Gasol. dunked hard with one hand.
Defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
Guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. He's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Nuggets also changing it up. Al Harrington's checked in for Nene. Smith comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Ty Lawson. Here's Smith. Walton defending, and that is good. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Artest, he's guarded by Chandler. Lets it go with the three. And good on the basket. Booker. 12 points. It's for Ron Artest. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Well, you can tell he's hurting. Let's hope it's nothing major and that we see him back here soon.
Ditto to that. Injuries, unfortunately, a part of the game.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Blake comes in for Derek Fisher. Now, here is Miller. Here's the three. That's good from Chandler. The assist by Miller.
That shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
Now Blake passes it to Johnson. Feeds it to Carricker. Deflected over Chandler. The Nuggets trail by 20. Miller outside. Shoots from the corner, and there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Smith. Chandler's got 5 points in the quarter.
He still has not missed a shot. Where would they be without him?
The turnovers have upticked for him. They can't afford to let their concentration lapse here.
Gets the bucket. Smith's got 12 points in just the second half. Lakers leading by 16. Here's Johnson. Traps in the tray.
You know, guys, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but this time the floor opened up for him out on the three-point line.
Blake is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Lawson. From past the arc. Count the bucket.
You are really living dangerously if you let him roam free in three-point land. He's a dangerous marksman from out there.
The pass to Barnes. Taken away by Nene.
Unnecessary pass there. He's got to make a better decision.
And slam dunk. Wow! Now the Sprite Slam Cam for the replay.
Boy, he's got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one, too. Scoops of ice cream after that.
Well, that's a way it's going to be remembered from this team, that's for sure.
I think it was more like a banana split, Clark.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Mike Brown was just going over the plan with his team. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
And stolen by Barnes. And they're moving it up.
They've really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe, a colossal collapse, for them to not walk away with the win.
Here's Lawson. 1:21 left in the game. He's covered by Fisher. Smith outside, takes the three, gets it to go. Smith's got 7 points for the quarter.
Finally getting into rhythm here in the game after that cold first half.
A moment for the Gatorade injury report. Let's find out the news on Ron Artest. And Doris, what's the update?
Hey guys, the Lakers head athletic trainer Gary Beatty gave me an update. He filled me in on the situation. It's a lower back strain, and it has him suffering through an awful lot of pain at the moment. He's definitely out for the rest of the game, and it's unsure of the time frame beyond that.
All right, Doris, thanks for the update.
Yeah, we'll stay optimistic that the next thing we hear will be something positive.
Well, he's a tough guy, Clark. We know that, so I'm sure he's going to do everything possible to get back out on the court as soon as he can. I think that may do it here. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Well, just adding to the lead as we approach the final buzzer.
Smith right side, pass to Gallinari, and stolen by Barnes. Now Smith defending. And here's Kobe for three. Good! Kobe's got 37.
Yeah, that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic at the end of the game, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
The shot's good from Lawson. Here's Fisher. And here's Barnes. Over Gallinari. Again, the Lakers.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
For three, Lawson. And again, Denver with the triple. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. Sports.